There are neighborhoods in the United States where the streets seem to lead nowhere, where schools struggle, where grocery stores vanish, where opportunity feels like a rumor passed down, not a reality lived. For decades, Americans were told this happened because of bad choices, bad culture, bad people. But what if that story isn't true? What if some American neighborhoods were designed this way, planned, mapped, and locked into failure by the very system meant to protect its citizens? This is the story of the American neighborhood designed to fail its own people. After World War II, the United States promised something powerful: a home, a yard, a future better than the past. The GI Bill helped millions of Americans buy houses, go to college, and build wealth. Suburbs exploded across the country, from Levittown, New York to Southern California. Home ownership became the backbone of the American middle class. But that promise came with an asterisk, because while America was building wealth, it was also deciding who got to build it. In the 1930s, during the Great Depression, the federal government created a program to stabilize housing. Enter the Homeowners Loan Corporation, the HOLC. Their job was to assess risk for mortgage lending. Their solution? Maps. Every major American city was color-coded. Green, best. Blue, still desirable. Yellow, definitely declining. Red, hazardous. These red zones, often filled with black families, immigrants, and working-class Americans, were outlined in thick red ink. This practice became known as redlining. If you lived inside the red lines, banks wouldn't give you loans, businesses wouldn't invest, insurance was harder to get. It didn't matter if you worked hard, it didn't matter if you paid taxes, your address had already decided your future. Once a neighborhood was redlined, decline wasn't accidental, it was inevitable. Without loans, homes deteriorated, property values collapsed, schools lost funding. Families who could leave did. Those who couldn't stayed trapped. And then came the blame. Politicians pointed to crime, media pointed to urban decay, America pointed fingers at the people, not the policy. But this wasn't chaos, it was design. Then came the final blow. In the 1950s and 60s, America built the interstate highway system, one of the greatest infrastructure projects in history. But take a closer look at the roots. Highways didn't bulldoze wealthy suburbs, they cut straight through red-lined neighborhoods. Homes destroyed, communities split in half, local economies erased overnight. In cities like Detroit, St. Louis, New Orleans, Baltimore, entire neighborhoods were sacrificed for progress. Once again, the same communities paid the price. Here's the part that changed America forever. Home ownership isn't just shelter, it's wealth. When white families bought homes in the suburbs, their property values rose. They passed that wealth to their children, and their children passed it again. Redlined neighborhoods didn't get that chance. The result? A massive racial wealth gap, underfunded schools, cycles of poverty that weren't inherited, they were engineered. This wasn't ancient history. Some of these maps were used into the 1970s. The damage didn't fade, it compounded. For decades, America told itself a comfortable lie, that neighborhoods failed because the people failed. But the truth is harder. These neighborhoods were boxed in by policy, finance, infrastructure, silence. When opportunity is removed long enough, struggle isn't a flaw, it's the outcome. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Today, many of these neighborhoods exist. Same streets, same boundaries, different generation. The red lines may be gone from the maps, but they're still visible in outcomes. Understanding this history doesn't assign guilt, it assigns responsibility. Because America didn't just allow some neighborhoods to fail, it planned them that way. And if policy can create failure, then policy can undo it. History doesn't just explain where we've been, it asks what we're willing to fix. My name is Clyde Chester, which explores micro-histories and unique cultural aspects from across the USA.